What's up, issue? For today's video, we have a full Scatterbug Pokemon team. So I'll be using 6 Scatterbug on one team and trying to get some W's. Super Bowser, this one is for you. So Scatterbug, obviously, it's got the most amazing stats you could obviously ever think of in your life. The stats on it, the sets you come up with, they're amazing, right? We got Shield Dust, Compound Eyes, and Friend Guard. Some incredible abilities, super powerful Pokemon. Let's get into it. Our first battle here is a random Pokeportal battle, and they only bought one Pokemon. They were very, very confident they could beat my full team of Scatterbugs. If you enjoy the video, people, enjoy these really difficult challenge teams, drop a like on the video, and let's get into it. So we got a Fusion Bolt Kyurem, Black here. It's going to be actually a 3-hit KO on Scatterbug number 5. Now, Scatterbug number 5 is a very, very bulky set. Believe it or not, it is an Everlight, max health and max defensive set, Impish Nature. We got Rage Powder, Struggle Bug, Poison Powder, and the Mighty String Shot. So now Kyurem's getting a little, they're onto my strategy, right? They're going to go for Ice Beam and take my Scatterbug out. However, I did manage to get a Poison Powder up, which is really, really good. But we've got 5 more Scatterbugs, but, you know, the chance to be able to do much damage to this is very, very low, right? So we got Scatterbug number 4 here. We got that Terra Electric on this set. I've got Struggle Bug, Pounce, and Rage Powder. Now, Rage Powder was for the doubles. Like, this thing could be singles and doubles too. I thought it'd be, you know, fun to do like a doubles battle with this terrible team too. So, I mean, this amazing team. So, I'm going to go for a Struggle Bug here. That does a whole of 2 damage. And Kyurem's starting to get a little bit scared now. I'm doing some, pretty good damage there with that Poison. I've got Pounce here, so I'm going to go for that next. However, Ice Beam does not faint me. I only just live. But it was a pretty impressive live when you look at it. So I managed to get a Pounce off on the Kyurem here, and its health is starting to go away. Now, syncing up here, what would be a good way to get some big damage on this, some really, really big damage? And I'll start to formulate an idea as I seen Kyurem's health dropping rapidly. So we're going to go into Scatterbug number 3 here. Now, Scatterbug number 3 was a Pounce, Stun Spore, Terra Blast, Weakness policy set. And I was thinking, let's see how well it takes this first, right? But it just demolishes me. So this was more of a sweeping Scatterbug demolish. I was like, all right, that's it. You've made me angry. It's time to reveal my full power here. So we're gonna go into Scatterbug number 2. This little homie was a Terra Ground, Bug Bite, Pounce, Terra Blast, and Tackle set. So my inner troll inside of me was released when I sent this out, because I thought, let's go for Terra Ground here. If they go for Fusion Bolt, it won't affect me, right? If they go for Ice Beam, I'm cooked. So they went for Fusion Ball, right? Didn't affect me, but it's even better, right? I managed to go for the Tackle, and Tackle is going to take out the Kyurem. And on top of the Kyurem fainting the Tackle, we got a salty Rage Quit there. So only on PIMPNITE's channel will you see a Kyurem Black defeated by a Scatterbug and a salty Rage Quit. You know that switch got snapped in half like a Kit Kat and thrown out the window and driven over by a car. So there you go. If you enjoyed that, people, make sure you hit that like button, and let's get on to the next couple of battles. I still can't believe that happened. Like, that was so confident that we're going to beat all my team. All right, next battle. This is a battle against Super Bowser, and we got a mixture of different Pokemon here. Now, we got a Plusle. It's going for that switcheroo, and it's going to be switching items around. So I got a Flame Orb, which was very mean, and my Choice Spec Scatterbug is going to be no more. So I'm going for Struggle Bug. You know, I got some alright damage. I got some okay damage. Unfortunately, I'm going to get burned here, so it's going to do a little bit of damage. Now the Plusle is going to go for a copycat, right? It's going to copycat my Struggle Bug. Now, that does a lot of damage to me. You know, I'm not really doing too much, but then I got a lucky crit, which is really, really cool too. So Struggle Bug drops your special attack 1 stage, 100% chance here. I didn't even tell you guys what my abilities were, right? I know that changes everything. So Scatterbug number 3, this one didn't have. A lot of them I gave Shield Dust to, because Shield Dust wasn't like too bad actually. It's like a low-key cool ability, so it's not affected by any secondary like effects of other Pokemon's attacks and stuff like that. So, you know, if you get flinched and things like that. So we're going to swap out here, and we got Graveler coming now. Graveler is a very big counter. So why did I do so much damage to that? What? So I don't know how I did that much damage to Graveler, but I was fine with it. Then they swapped it in and fainted me with a disrespect rock throw. Now that's it. So I was getting pretty salty, so I went into Scatterbug number 5 here. Now Scatterbug number 5 is a bulky set. We got that Scrugglebug, we got that Poison Powder, we got that String Shot, max health and max defense, right? So it's gonna fling its muscle band at me, doing a thumping, thropping 5 damage, and I managed to get that Toxic off there, which is good. Now, Poison Powder in itself is a very terrible move, right? Because the poison isn't badly poisoned, so it's like getting one layer of toxic spikes up, right? And then having a Pokemon swap into it. So it's not badly poisoned, so it doesn't double consecutively with each turn. So I'm trying to get this Graveler to slow down a little bit. You know, it's a very, very powerful Pokemon, especially against a team of bugs here. And I'm trying to get some damage. So we're going to go for Strugglebug here. And I'm getting all right damage, but I have a feeling that Graveler might be able to feint me here. And then it used Explosion. I was like, uh-oh. That's going to hurt a lot. So my Scatterbug number 5 somehow lived the explosion. I don't know. I guess max health and max defense of Everlight made it an absolute unit. But then Plusle came in. I was like, wait a second. This is a troll, right? Because it's going to use the last move used on the field, which was also Explosion. So Minim's going to have a little explosion like boop, and then it's going to be able to feint itself and feint me at the same time. That was very mean. So it took 2 explosions to take out Scatterbug number 5. Like, only on PIMPNITE's channel, right? You're not going to see this content anywhere else. So that's 2 little worms down there, right? But I got 4 more worms left. Now, the next Pokemon to come in is going to be Snova. Now, Snova is going to be pretty bulky with the snow up there, getting that buff. So I'm gonna have to have a couple of powerful hits. So I got Pounce and I got Strugglebug. This is a sheer cold set, so I have to make sure I get some damage like real quick. So I went for Pounce just to see how much damage it would do, and it did nothing. But I thought, you know, even if it didn't do too much, I might be able to drop its speed a couple of stages, you know, for the rest of my my Scatterbugs to be able to outspeed. So I dropped it a couple of stages, and then it has Powder Snow as well. So now I'm going to go for Strugglebug. Strugglebug's doing a little bit more. Just a little bit more, because this one has a few more EVs there. Unfortunately, this landed a sheer cold, and your little homie Scatterbug woke up in Ice Age 69. So that's the end of that, right? We got 3 more Pokemon left. Now, this is Scatterbug number 3. Most of these had Shield Dust, right? Most of them. The ones with Rage Powder, they all had Friend Guard, right? So you'll get to see, I'm going to show you a doubles battle and a multi-battle after this. So make sure you keep watching, right? You're never going to see this again. So we got another Powder Snow on my little Scatterbug here. The snow has finally stopped, and Pounce was enough to take out the snow, which was good there. I'd say I would have lived if that snow was still around. Now, the next Pokemon to come out here is going to be a Dealing. Now, what form of dealing do you think that is? I'm not going to tell you. Let's see how good your Pokemon knowledge is. Let me know in the comment section if you can guess. And I don't even know how I lived that double edge, like real talk. So I'm going to go for a Pounce, and Dealing gets rolled out like a lounge room rug. It was a critical hit. I can't believe that. And it all said, I don't know, wait, why does it have an air balloon for? What the heck? I don't know why an air balloon for. Anyway, it was a Herbert missing a set. Next Pokemon is going to be Yungoos. So Yungoos you don't get to see too much. I went for Pounce, and it did pretty good damage there. So Yungoos obviously isn't Everlighted. It's gonna go. Oh, that's mean. So I guess I got payback for that first battle, right? I got killed by Tackle. So I've got 2 more bugs left here. Now, I got one I'm thinking about. This is the Terra Ground one, right? This Pokemon was good for, like, you know, sweats on the Poke Portal with, like, you know, and they spam Miraidon with little Timmy Terra Electric and stuff, but I never imagined it to work so well against a Chiron, right? The last Pokemon is the Mighty Dodo, and this is the problem, right? Because it's got Peck. I was like, oh, nah. So Peck is going to be a clean 2-Eco, but watch this. It gets worse, right? So I stole its Citrus Berry, right, with Bug Bite. So that gave me some health back. I'm like, this is good. believe this is quality, right? However, bad things happen, right? Because the Dodo had Thief, and it stole my choice band. So now the Dodo is gonna have choice band Peck. I was like, this is a terrible disaster. So now I'm in range to feint to Peck here. Only on PIMPNITE Shadow, and Scatterbug number 2 is gonna bite the shield dust. The dust. Now we got one left, right? It's raring to go. This Scatterbug is number 6 Scatterbug. It is Stellar Terror. So we got Bug Bite, Terror Blast, Terror Blast Scatterbug, and we got Stun Spore and Poison Powder. This Pokemon literally gets a handful of moves. That's it. I want to tell you all the moves it gets. It gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 moves. That's all it learns, right? So we got a wait. That Terra Dodo, it looks like it's got another head. Wait, if you go Terra Psychic Dodo, right, it gets another head, right? Because if you look, you got the 2 Dodo heads, and the last one's actually Dodrio. See, look at it, it's behind there. So here comes a Choice Band of Peck. I got that fat Focus Sash, and I got that 1 HP Live, right? I was like, this is gonna be good, right? This is gonna be content. So I went for the Terra Blast Stella here. Since it is in Terra, it's gonna be super effective, and Dodo is gonna get one-shotted, and that is the end of the battle, people. Like, I can't provide any better content with a Scatterbug team than this. I hope you enjoyed the video so far. What is even going on? This was Max Attack and Max Speed, Adam Nature 2, by the way, and Compound Eyes, if you were curious. All right, now we have a doubles battle here, and I thought it'd be appropriate to have Scatterbug versus Scatterbug. This is a battle against Kottmeistern. We haven't had a battle in quite a while, and we've got a doubles battle. So I've got a doubles one now and a multi one afterwards. You get to see all kinds of battles of this thing. Now, this is where Rage Powder comes into effect, right? So with Rage Powder and Friend Guard, it actually is kind of bulky. I'm not joking, right? Actually, this takes some pretty impressive moves when I was trying it out. So with the with the Friend Guard, right, you get basically you get a 3/4 damage reduction there, which actually is pretty good. And we have like two, it's quite bulky and Rage Powder, like, so I had a couple to to redirect attacks and that sort of thing. So I had this what is this, Skakashi? Wait, is that something like... I don't understand these Scatterbug names. Anyway, does anyone understand these Scatterbug names? Let me know in the comments. At the moment, I can't think at the moment. So we got this, we sort of had both a bulky one here, and we were using Rage Powder and things like that. It was, the thing about Scatterbug, it does not do a lot of damage. So you generally have to rely on, say, a Choice Band or a Choice Specs. Choice Band Bug Bite or Choice Specs, Struggle Bug was pretty good, and and maybe like the Rage Powder Pokemon. This one was a Terror Electric one. I don't know what. Yeah. So and then I had like a weakness policy one as well. I thought, if I go up against any like other Scatterbugs, right, or Bug Pokemon, I could go like Terra Psychic and activate that weakness policy. I thought that'd be really funny. Anyway, so one Scatterbug is down, which is good. And we've got Scat Leon Love. Okay. Scatter Leon Love. They're all shiny ones, by the way. All shiny Scatterbug. Actually has a pretty good shiny. The white sort of... There's like a white and then a light brown, and then its eyes are like black too. It sort of like stands out... stands out really nicely. Anyway, I got Fainted by Tackle again. I love it so much when that happens. So that's the end of one of my Scatterbug here as well. So this one had safety goggles. So I went for the Poison Powder, right? And since it had safety goggles, it was countered. So I couldn't use any of those those little scumbag powder moves. I was like, man, I'm getting countered by a safety goggles Scatterbug only on PIMPNITE Shadow, right? So I'm swapping in number 3 here. And now number 3 is, I had like a Choice Spec Struggle Bug set, which is probably one of my better ones. Well, for doubles, it's probably the best one because it hits both of them. So I was trying to get some speed control and do some damage here with Pounce too. Struggle Bug's it's like an okay move in doubles because it does, at least it 100% drops the special thing. And String Shot and moves like that aren't too bad either. So I'm trying to get some damage here with my Scatterbug, but alas, I think the one on the left is going to be fainting on the very, very next turn. Well, it's going to be taking on this turn to Toxic, right? I don't know, like, what do you guys like Scatterbug or Vivillon and all those Pokemon? Like, what do you think of Vivillon? Let me know. I like how it's got like different forms and stuff like that. It's not like a ridiculous amount of forms either, and it's the forms are actually based on like something that makes sense, like locations, you know, in comparison to something like, you know, Al Creamy. So I've got Terra Blast here. I'm gonna keep going for pounces, but you know it's doing a pretty good amount of damage here. Now we had a Struggle Bug. Now Struggle Bug was a bit of a problem, right? Because it was hitting both of my Pokemon. So I thought I need some speed control, right? I don't know how Scatterbug is affected by Spring Shot. It's a literal worm. It should just be able to like crawl through the whatever, I don't know what, like it's like silk, I guess. Actually, that brings me up with a story, right? I've got a story here. My dad actually used to collect, like this is back in the day, right? This is back in the day. He used to collect silkworms and sell them at school. And like he'd do like different color ones. I don't know how he did it. Like I think he fed them different ingredients. Like I can't remember. I like off the top of my head what it was. It was a long time ago he told me this. And like he'd feed them things, and then their silk, right, would go different colors. And I don't know. It was interesting. I'm kind of curious. Maybe he fed them like lettuce or something, and then it went green, and then beetroot it went like, I don't know, beetroot color. I'm not sure. Does anyone know anything about that? It's interesting, right? Anyway, we got another Scatterbug fainting here, and then we got another one coming in here. Now, my Scatterbug 3 was definitely going to faint this soon. Here comes a Struggle Bug set. That one really didn't hit as hard. So that, I can tell by the damage, that definitely wasn't a Choice Specs set. Because I knew that a Choice Specs Scatterbug would be something. Then I guess when they're both using, it's pretty strong too. You get both those attacks, and then you get like 2 special attack drops on top of that as well. I've never ever done a Scatterbug sweep before. It's kind of, it would need a lot of support. It needs something like, if you give it, you probably go with a physical set and then spam Bug Bite and then have copy Terror or something like that. Now we had this other Scatterbug and my Scatterbug both using Rage Powder at the same time. So what that did, right, is that redirected all the moves to the one using it. However, I had a Struggle Bug Pokemon to get around that. So multi-hitting moves kind of still get around that, you know, Rage Powder and stuff like that. I think if I did a video a while ago, and I did it on Scatterbug's Evolution. And it was actually really, like, I think it tanked the Zacion's Behemoth Blade or something. Like, it did. Like, I remember that. It had, like, Friend Guard, and it had the Friend Guard and the Everlight, and Max Health and Max Defense actually tanked it. It was really, really quite impressive. A Spewpa, that's it. I don't know. It's not a Pokemon you ever get to see. So anyway, we got a Terra Dark one. I was like, wait a second, I smell a rat. And it's going to use Terra Blast, right? And that's going to almost take out my Scatterbug. Pretty close. I went for Struggle Bug here, right? And it nearly took it out. But there was a problem, right? There was a problem. It had a special attack drop, but it had a weakness policy. So it's like we both had a weakness policy one. But unfortunately here, my other Scatterbug was yet to attack. And then this one used String Shot, so it dropped both of our speed, right? This one dropped both of our speed, so I guess my Scatterbug one was you know, slower. And I went for Poison Powder on this one, and you know what? Poison Powder just did enough damage to take out the weakness policy. So that was a pretty salty moment there. You know, finally achieving a weakness policy on a Scatterbug only to be beaten by Poison Powder. I mean, that's some pure salt right there. I know how that feels, right? Next Pokemon is it's also Scatterbug. So we got 2 of them left, right? And I had 3. Well, I mean, I pretty much had 2 left because Scatterbug 5 was on its last little legs, right? This is the Choice Specs one, as you can see there. I couldn't really do anything else, and I swapped my Scatterbug 1 out because it had a had a speed drop and stuff like that. I didn't really want that. I thought it'd be better to sack the one off on the left and then, you know, swap it in so it's better. Anyway, so we got the next one using Rage Powder as well. And now this one looks like the special one on the field because, you know, we've already got 3 shinies of them already. So now we got another Struggle Bug here, and that's going to take out... That actually did a lot of damage. I would say that one is definitely Choice Spec. So bye-bye Scatterbug 5. You're no longer alive. So we're bringing in Scatterbug 1 again, and I actually was thinking I could go for Terra here. I've got Terra Blast. This was Terra Blast Water, this one? Yeah, Terra Blast Water. In case, say, I come across any ground Pokemon, I thought that'd be a cool idea. But then I decided, you know what? We'll go for the other one, the Stellar one. The Stellar one's pretty cool, but I don't know. I would have liked to learn a couple more moves, you know. But I guess a lot of these, you know, these little ones don't learn too many moves. They're in their first stage. So we got another Rage Powder. Here comes the Terra Blast. So Terra Blast is not going. Well, it's not going to be super effective. We don't have any Stellars, unfortunately, and it almost took it out. And that was a crit too. So that was definitely an Everlight Scatterbug. My stats are going to drop here. I think I targeted one, and then I get hit by Struggle Bug, and that just demolished me in one shot. Like, so that's the end of Scatterbug 6. It got one hit off, and then it got dropped. I guess that Scatterbug is only good against Kyurem, you know. So I'm going for Struggle Bug there with my own Struggle Bug, and I took out the other one. So I was like, all right. I've got a healthy amount of Struggle Bugs left here, but the other one actually outsped me, and then it took me out. So there you go, a very, very close battle there. A Struggle Bug versus Struggle Bug battle. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Let's get on to our final battle here today, and of course, I'm gonna give you a treat with a multi-Scatterbug battle. You've probably never ever seen this before, but it's only exclusive content to PIMPNITE's channel here. So. This is where I was like, all right, I know someone, right, is going to use a bug move. Surely, there's all these bugs around. So I'm going to go for Terra, turn 1, Timmy Terra, right? Get that Psychic, and then get hit by a bug move and activate my Weakness Policy. And then, you know, sweep through the rest of the team. That's what I was hoping. So, we got, also, we got this is a battle with, Hunt Down, it was Molotov and Super Bowser, I believe. And this one was Terra Blast. Terra Blast Psychic, right? It did alright damage. It was a clean 2-hit KO. Then I got no moves directed at me at all. Like the other one was a Rage. I think this is the Rage. No, this wasn't the Rage Powder set. There's another one. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused here. I mean, there's only so many sets you can use in these Pokemon. So I've got Terra Blast again, and this one's going to use Pounce. So it almost took out Scatterbug 1. I aimed my Terra Blast Psychic. I was thinking I should leave that and go for Pounce again and try and drop the speed. So I did that on the other one. We both did that. Then, instead, like, I don't know, for some reason, these Scatterbugs were not attacking me. Seriously, they weren't using any bug moves at all. It's getting pretty salty. So then I got hit by Struggle Bug. I'm like, okay, that's good. And it did a lot of damage to me. But I still got my Weakness Policy activated. But the problem was, now I'm paralyzed. I wasn't sure whether I doubt I was going to be able to outspeed anything and make use of it. So we got Scatterbug 1 fainting. So I was hopeful, right, that, you know, that one was attacking me and not the other Scatterbug. So this Scatterbug here uses Struggle Bug again and hits us both. And Scatterbug 3 did not get a chance to use Weakness Policy. So exactly like the battle before. So I was pretty salty after that. Like I completely wasted my Terra. I tried, people. I tried. Weakness Policy Scatterbug. So now we got another Scatterbug, which is very appropriately nicknamed, as you'll get to see. And we've got another Scatterbug here too. So in the multi-battle, you're only allowed to bring 3 Pokemon each as well. So like, we don't have an entire team of 6 Pokemon. If you were curious about that. I'm going to take a quick sip here. I got some G Fuel here. We got some nice Naruto flavor. You can use code SALT, get that fat 20% off. Link in the description. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to fire a Rasengan. All right, so we got a Stellar Scatterbug, which looks really, really cool, and we've also got another Terra as well. So I was kind of curious what this one would be, because, you know, judging by the nickname, I had an idea what it would be. So this is going to be Terra Ghost. And the funny thing is, the Terra Ghost was actually, the hat was bigger than Scatterbug. So this one was virtually there just to sponge all the attacks, being a ghost type Pokemon too. And the other one was also a Rage Powder one. So I just used Struggle Bug here because that was the best move I had. And I got a crit, which is really, really good, you know. Very, very good. So I was getting some solid damage here. And also the attacks wouldn't be doing too much. Oh, that had a white herb. So I wonder, why did that have a white herb for? I have no idea. Anyway, this one's going to use its Stellar move, and that tanked us Why is that a 5-hit KO? A 4-hit KO? Maybe a 5-hit KO. So we got the, this is the Megami. Sorry, not Molotov, Megami. Sorry. Okay, so we got Exodia, Temu Exodia coming in here. I'm going to get roasted for that later. And Scatterbug number 3 here is going to live on 1 health. So I was a little bit scared of Temu Exodia. You know, Exodia does sweep all. And here comes Terrablast Ghost. So Terrablast Ghost is, well, it's not going to do a lot. Obviously, this Scatterbug on the left was highly invested in, you know, in bulk, right? Health and, I'd say like health and defense, or a little like health and a mix of like both, and then Everlight on top of that with Friend Guard and stuff like that. So I was using Struggle Bug. Now we got a Terra. So everyone now has Terra, and this one was Terra Fairy, and that's actually not too bad because that's going to be able to resist, you know, all the bug type moves. So Poison Powder is actually going to get dodged by Temu Exodia, and Temu Exodia, and now it's going to be Terra Blast. Terra Blast Fairy got them love hearts, and you know it was a quality 22 hit KO, so it was good, right? So I'm dropping them stats, taking them Scatterbugs, and we're dropping them. I don't know what sort of set that other one was though. Apparently it only had Terra Blast. That was the only move that it actually had, like the Terra Fairy one. So we've taken out 2 Scatterbugs, and we've got another one here. Actually, no, we've taken out 2 of the opponent on the right, and they got 1 left, right? And we've both lost 1 each. So I did a swap here into Scatterbug number 2. You know, when you're doing a Scatterbug battle, right, you gotta think up. You gotta use all your abilities. You know, you gotta, you know, all that intuition, all them skills. You gotta put it all together, right? So I'm gonna get hit by Bug Bite. Temu Exodia is gonna keep spamming Terra Blast Fairy. I just don't want to get critted by it. That's all. So that didn't really do, I mean, it did it all right, but I felt like I probably would have fainted if it wasn't for, you know, it wasn't for the bulk I invested in Scatterbug number 2, right? So I've got Pounce, I've got my own Terra Blast, which I can't use, and we've got Rage Powder here. Yeah, so this is gonna, basically I'm doing all the damage here, and the Scatterbug is just sponging all the hits, and it's working, it's actually working pretty well. Well, I mean, no, for now, until this thing actually, you know, till this thing actually faints. So it's going to get hit by a Terra Blast. I think the Scatterbug has taken the most hits out of any Scatterbug in this entire video. It's tanking so many attacks. So we got a poison there on the Scatterbug on the right. Here comes another Rage Powder number 4000, and it's I reckon it could still live some more attacks here. Probably like another, you know, maybe 4 attacks or so. So here comes another Terra Blast, and that one took it out. Okay, I thought I had a little bit more health for that. So Scatterbug Ghost is finally down, but it did a pretty solid performance there. Now we have a tackle, a disrespect. I tried to get a tackle KO because, you know, throughout this entire video, I only got one in the very first battle against Akai, and then, you know, other people have been getting me back for it. So we've got 2 Scatterbugs on the field at the moment. I got hit by, wait, I think I'm dead. I think that's all of my Pokemon dead. I think I'm sitting out here and just watching the battle. Yeah, I am. So, wait, I think that, no, I've got 1 more left. I've got 1 more Scatterbug left. Yeah, this is my last Scatterbug here. My last Scatterbug. Now we've got our Scatterbug the Gourmet, which was a Ditto, right? Because Ditto is going to transform into Leroy Jenkins. So, it's interesting. I think, like, I believe, like, one of these, it was like a troll set. I don't know what it was, though. So, I'm going, I've got Terra Blast and Struggle Bug there. So it's going to use Terra Blast against the other Scatterbug. This one's not as bulky, I can tell. So this only has Terra Blast. The Ditto one only had Terra Blast, I see. So I went for Struggle Bug here, and I did some great damage there. I almost took out the last Scatterbug. Yeah, the very last Scatterbug. So I got hit by Bug Bite. It's not doing too much. I'm feeling good about this. I don't want to be the first one to faint, you know? Like people, like trolls try to like gang up on me in multi-battles and stuff like that. It turns into a free-for-all. So here comes the Terra Blast, and my Scatterbug almost died. It was very, very close. Then we got another Terra Blast off. That one, the Ditto Scatterbug, well, the Ditto that was transformed, copied one is going to die. And then I died to a Bug Bite, right? But then the other Scatterbug also died to the poison that was done to it. So there was only Wait a second. I think that's it. No, there's one more Scatterbug left. There's one more. It's a 1v1. Yeah, it's a 1v1. So the last was the Ditto was the last one left, and then there was a Bugger. Yo, I used to play this game. I don't know where it is. Like, it used to be online. It was called Little Bugger. And what you did, right, you were this ladybug, and you'd have this sort of like, you had this little acorn, and you had to get rid of all the leaves. It's sort of like, and you moved it like horizontally, and yeah, it was on this site called like E-Zone. It was a crazy site. It just brought back a memory. Anyway, people, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.